Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's A Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup match. We are in the tiebreak round for this particular match, so winner of this best 2 out of 3 will be moving on to the brackets, while the loser will unfortunately be going home. Today we have a Group V as a victor match between Oase28 versus Madcap TV. Game 1 of this best of 3 match. Pro A007, very happy to be joining you here today. And on the comms with me today is Benny Burrito. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so both of these runners come in into the tiebreaker. Both of them were successful against D-Spags. Owaza needed 3 matches, Madcap needed 2. Both of them were swept along the way by Ceto 10987. So looks like we've got a go here, or at least one of them going, and we are off. Right away, we have a. Go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of money right away.
Yeah, so a rich seed right off the bat from our runners. They're both heading north toward the castle, trying to get a spawn here. It's good for the tree pull. Yes, Madcap certainly did.
Bombed is a pretty good tree pull. That's a good tier 1.
Yeah, that'll be beneficial. $20 in the chest and magic powder from Uncle.
And the safeties early on.
Yeah.
As a reminder, this is a standard item shuffle open seed. 7-7 to defeat Ganon and get into GT. Rando swords, nothing too crazy. Very plain.
Right. Depending on the loser of today's match, game 2 could well be something very different. General approach.
The worst boomer in Sank.
So we've got 2 crystals, Eastern and Hera are crystals, and a green pendant in Desert. Madcap is going to go for the bomb escape, which is great, except it can be a bit challenging.
It takes a little bit longer too. I mean, you're going to be going through there for a little bit longer than you would have otherwise.
Correct. But could be well worth it. Draw here. Burrito, first chest.
Hey, put my brother back in his home. Oh man, the bomb escape is kind of getting away from Matt.
Yeah,
he got it.
Did a damage boost there. Get rid of that guard. Waza got 300 more rupees. Thieves hovel. Magic upgrade for Madcap. That's good. Or full magic, anyways.
What would be really great for Matt is if he finds like a first bottle or the flute here in the front of Escape. That would be it would save him a lot of time as he goes through Kakariko.
Got 2, unless he really knows dark rooms, down to 2 to here on. Owaza's in Blind's hideout. Not see what Madcap got there.
Wasn't anything too special.
Yeah, not. Does not appear Waza's got both of the boomerangs already, which is nice, and ether from Blind, so very valuable later. Cap, and here, there's a bottle for Owaza.
Ooh, just the green rupee in the front of Escape.
So a generally wasted Avenger, while Owaza picked up the Power Gloves.
And
Well, Bottle Vendor has a little love, but that's enough to get a heart container upgrade.
it's worth noting that Oase will probably do the front of escape, just maybe with a better armament.
He probably will. He's also going to, but before that, he'll probably do back escape before that. Madcap looks like up toward doing lumberjack check. I don't believe Owaza did that.
Oh, but that knowledge could be keyed depending on what's there.
Could be.
Bush crab just took a death.
5 rupees from the sick kid. And it looks like it was a piece of heart.
Yeah.
Vanilla piece of hard container for Owaza in the back of the shop.
Not gonna judge our runners for taking the poor sick child's allowance today. No judgment.
Yeah, well.
Got that from Christmas. Come on, guys. Or some other holiday.
Piece of heart in the library. There's been no shortage of money in this seat early, which Owaza's going to do a blind check on the race game, figuring there's got to be something good there.
Missing the lamp, or missing swords, or missing hammers. I mean, might as well just go for it.
Well, speaking of swords, that is well worth the effort. So Owaza is armed with a little more tangible, bombs all over the place.
Yeah, last I checked, we're watching a Zelda rando, not a Bomberman rando.
Yeah, well, it's easy to confuse the two at times. Owaza's going down. Owaza's going down south to the well and to the dam to Mini Moldorm Cave.
Matt's following in his footsteps.
Yeah.
I think he'll need to find bombs, or buy bombs rather. I don't think they ever found bombs in Kakariko, except for one of the checks.
I believe you're right, but again, he's not going to be hurt as far as money is concerned. He's got almost 1,000 rupees. That's essentially enough to buy his way all of his standard purchases.
True that.
So, okay, he did just tap out on bombs there. Just a vanilla piece of heart after draining the dam. So, Owaza's going to move on to a Moldorm Cave with 5 items. I think after this, Owaza's going to probably do a back of escape, be my guess. Ooh, he's got to be careful. He a little more damage. He got dinged and thrown off, so that was 2 hearts right there.
It's mean.
This
is a nice sprite, though. That modern Link sprite. Very nice. Very on point.
Okay, we got a hard container, bomb, money, and flippers. Well, that explains all of the early early money. So even though that's not technically in logic, it does seem to be telling them something. Owaza is following said logic. He's going to check Hobo, the island, bucks the island.
While Matt's going to go back, check the chicken hut, and be kind of disappointed when he finds 3 bombs there.
Yeah, chat pointing out correctly. Thank you, chat. Always appreciated. Yeah, there were 3 bombs there. So yeah, it is kind of called cruel irony, I suppose. Hobo holding the day. Another heart container.
A lot of love for these 2 runners.
Healthy and wealthy so far in this 10 minute. This Owaza would probably best serve going to Ice Rod just to get that low percentage play out of the system. See if he go that way. Yes, he is. I hope you all who are listening are enjoying these wonderful Final Fantasy VII. I know I am.
Cap also made the
Ooh.
choice to just go for it for the running game.
Yeah. Okay, so Waz is down to a half hard. The flute in Ice Rod Cave. Well. Oh, that is pretty sweet.
Think you didn't skip it.
Waza save and quit. I assume he's going to automatically arm that flute. Yep. Another map check from Waza, seeing red crystal at Eastern and regular crystal in Hera. Probably, yep. On to Death Mountain, perhaps, or actually, probably not right away, but certainly going to go back. I think South Island, clear the decks with all the Zora checks.
I mean, you can do Death Mountain, you could do Zora and Waterfall Cave. You could go down if you wanted to and say hello to Gina or Agana. You could go anywhere at this point in a lot of very different locations. Eastern.
Yeah. Just because of the flippers, I think Zora is probably the smart play at this stage. Ooh, Waza kind of moving around, actually got caught. The bird.
He's just trying to be funny. Like, oh, you want to pull me away? I don't think so.
Waza is going back to South Island and is going to do Waterfall and Zora checks. 4 items there.
Cap's got to be a little careful that he doesn't pull in Oase and get knocked into the hole.
Yeah, really. Gonna get a free heart back. That's get another one from the thief there. There's Moon Pearl. Waterfalls.
The fake flippering into that cave was not on the menu today.
Yeah. Okay, so Waterfall, Zora Ledge, bomb. Cautious here. Crabs do 2 damage.
Madcap is all opting to go through the Ice Rod Cavern first, and then he'll probably come back to clean up all the checks that Oase is doing right now.
Probably, yes. Zora, just some love. Who says you can't buy love? Okay,
Not me.
so 500 rupee investment. Oaza is arming the flute, so that probably is suggesting Death Mountain. No, he's heading towards Eastern.
There's what, 6 checks there? And it's a crystal if you find them. Oh.
Yeah. 3 items behind Sarsaparilla, plus 3 potentially in Eastern. In terms of volume, a good play. Myself might have gone to taking a look at Back of Escape just right there itself, but let's see. $20, more love, more bomb. So Sarsaparilla is a bomb-loving anarchist who has some money. Cap arm flute. Waza.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like he was heading towards the Eastern, then thought, maybe there's other things. too. What a
He's
sang
finally making that back of escape check and thinking, you know what, this is easier. I can definitely do this now.
Yeah.
Eastern might get wishy-washy.
Yeah, there does tend to be a higher tendency for really good stuff to come out of the dungeon, but you know, this is a pretty quick play. Knows dark so he can back cut his way to the cross chest.
As long as he doesn't get trolled by that key rat. That key rat can be quite a handful.
Yeah.
Not today.
Got the key, so kept visiting the hobo to grind through dark rooms. Kept heading towards Zora. Half magic in Dark Cross. Nice.
It is nice.
Very good pickup for Awaza. Starting at the house, which more flute act. So Eastern, Agina, or Death Mountain.
Considering that his rupee count is 666 and Matt's is 1111, I'm feeling Death Mountain.
Yeah, gotta love all of these nice easy numbers.
Everyone make a wish.
Technically going against logic, but was it getting the old man and get his present? Dark navigate not required of setting.
Get your devil horns up in chat.
Well, and the old man has literacy. Desert is now in play. Which would suggest that the lamp has got to be pretty close by if they're getting access to desert.
Be interesting routing if they could finish desert and then come back and do the green pendant and then Eastern and Sahasrara for Matt. It would be pretty solid routing.
Green rupee caves, so nothing doing there. So Awaza is actually heading back toward the Eastern. Unfinished business. Hoping that one of the 3 potential items in Eastern is a fire source. Or boost app. Need both.
Right now as the run, you're probably thinking, okay, we're almost 20 minutes in. I still need a hammer or another glove. I still need a fire source. I need something to help me do this.
Chat suggests Gina/Desert seems reasonable. It does. Because between the Desert Ledge, 2 potential items in Desert Palace, plus Agina, that's 4. Potentially 4. So, and since this is kind of jumping ahead in logic, though, because they don't have a fire source, so they really technically should not be able to go to desert right now. So Awaza, I think, is on the right track logically, just from that perspective.
You're gonna need that fire source, probably the lamp, to clear desert if you need to.
Exactly. There's the big key. So 2 chests. We've had a compass and a big key. So that means 2 of the next 4 will be items. Madcap played the flute just because he could.
It's a good song.
Yes, it is. Sarsaparilla. Madcap, Oase. Fast cleared Salphus room. $300 in that chest, so what's the big chest holding? Big chest has got to be holding something unless it's a Gina coin. Oh, the Titans met, so Dark World is in play.
Interesting. Madcap is opting not to do the old man. Not to save the old man, I should say.
He's opting to stay within the confines of the logic, it looks like, or he's not comfortable with Dark. So, Dark Room check for Oase. Key, no problem. This is an interesting sequence as far as the logic is concerned. Eastern holding the myth. Madcap is actually going to desert. See what's on the ledge and arrows. So all 3 items confirmed now in Eastern. 350 total rupees plus Titan myths. So we're on to Dark World at this stage, unless this is in terms of everything we've seen, this is the last thing we've had see now, as far as what we haven't seen with Gene. Oh, Oase is actually making a very sharp move, going to Meyer.
The medallion.
Medallion. When he feels free and clear, we'll get a check on the crystals in a second. Bombos opens it up. Red pendant in Thieves. Blue pendant is Pod. The other red crystal is Ice Palace.
I personally hate pendant Thieves Town. I feel like that's it's like most fun and easy Thieves Town dungeon, and
yeah, that does tend to be the first one to go, doesn't it? Arrows and $20 in the Myers shed. A letdown. So knowing that Thieves is a pendant, you still run the gamut here, or do you feel, well, yeah, it's 4 items, but let's do other stuff first?
Personally, I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to deal with it, to be quite honest with you. What would you do?
With 9 hearts, that would actually kind of make me think that, yeah, maybe I can do this. But I think I'd do overworld checks first, because you can clear out a pretty decent swath of stuff here. So, validation arrow and $20 in the chest game. To write home about. But then again, Thieves does have 4 items, and dungeons, especially the pendants, they often do seem to be holding something that's required, so it might make sense to make a run at it. Certainly, if you don't get anything great out of the overworld checks. Second bottle for Oase, another bottle of green goo.
It's all about isolation, man. I mean, you dip Thieves Town now without the hammer. What if the hookshot's in there? You don't know. You don't want to come back either. It's one of those things where it's gotta make those tough calls.
Nothing in Village of Outcast. In the 3 chests. Slowpoke suggesting do the front 4 checks and no bout. That's certainly possible. That's a good play.
Some people will if they only get 1 item in the front of Thieves Town, they'll full clear it. But if they get 2 or more, that's it. They'll just nope out.
Oase is going to do the digging game. I think we're getting the frog. And the hammer comes up on the third dig. Wow. Now we're getting somewhere.
Now I turn around and go do it.
Yeah, at this point, I'd actually probably just do all the overworld checks I can right now. You can take our little frog friend here, quite a ride. You can take him all the way to Catfish. Get a couple of low percentage plays out of your system while you're at it.
And I just wanted to go home. Where are you taking me?
He was dumb enough to get caught in the dark world in the first place, so there's the lamp. So
The books and logic.
now the Book of Medora is back in logic. We got Hype Cave coming to, I'm sure, the delight, consternation chat. 5 more items. This be a Hype Cave or an anti-Hype Cave?
Curious as to what Matt will do. Matt's finally in the dark world now. And he's going up for Skull Woods first.
Shovel. Fire Rod. So I'd say that's about a 6 out of 10 Hype Cave.
I'm giving that a 7.
Alright. The Fire Rod gives our first crystal as a full clear now with Skull Woods, which Madcap is in right now. Do a shovel check. Skull Woods only has 2 unique items. There's one of them, a piece of heart. And just a piece of heart. In the digging shovel. Was so disgusted he stood right in front of it and spat on that heart.
Someone tried to leave him some love and he spit on it. What a guy.
Yeah. So, see what Smithy has to offer today. Can also do a Magic Bat right now if he wants. Bombo, so that opens up Misery Mire. Waza looked like he was actually thinking about it, but opted not to go with Magic Bat. I'm a little surprised, but
It's getting bodied by the Gibdos.
those Gibdos.
Those mummies want a hug and he's not having it.
Especially, he's I think potential death is get it out of the way.
If he had that fire rod, this would not be so bad.
Yeah. That's where Awaz is heading right now.
Oh. Matt gets grabbed. That's rough. Hey, he nopes out of there. Let's use ether. Yeah, using ether would be good. Good game knowledge.
Sure. Waza is going into the midsection first.
There's the other item.
Right, so potential death here.
Ed is not going to be pleased when he finally gets in that room, and after all his hard work, sees 10 arrows.
Yeah.
Oh, that hand. The hand of justice almost struck again.
Yeah. Okay, so Awaza taking us damage there. Okay, so 9 hearts. It's got plenty of green goo for the fire rod, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Fortunately, he doesn't know about the second item, so he's going to go the bottom route first.
Oz has been making a lot of the right checks so far this seed. Snagging the bombo, snagging the lamp, getting the book, the hammer. Everything's playing out pretty well.
Yeah, he's
getting kind of wrecked with those.
That was intentional. It's a shield and bumper cave, it looks like.
What I'm saying is Matt's getting wrecked by his routing choices of front of escape with bombs, going to Skullwoods without the fire rod.
Right.
Just not panning out.
Unfortunately, no. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. These are somewhat subjective as far as whether or not they work.
Turns out this game is randomized? I mean, who knew?
Who knew? Yeah. An idea. So, Waza only has Baby Sword for his fight with Mothula, so Fire Rod's going to get a lot of mileage here.
A lot of mileage.
Again, luckily, he doesn't have to worry because he's got a lot of magic to work with.
I think just go with the fighter sword. After he's exhausted his initial magic bar.
Yeah.
Far a pretty clean fight.
And very nicely done by Owaza. He's going to get our first crystal at the 30-40 mark.
Cav's making the Thieves Town dive without the hammer. Hopefully that doesn't bite him.
$20 right off the bat in the first chest. One of these, of course, will be the big key.
Use of the safety powder for Matt's side. I'm hoping that Matt Cap finds something in Thieves Town. We like close races, right? Those are the most fun. Let's tighten this thing up a bit.
Always, yeah. It's like he's gonna need something to kind of turn the tide here a little bit. So far, nothing much coming his way. Was setting up the bomb jump, it looks like.
Yikes.
Where he was, but Moldorm's otherwise.
Matt is opting to full clear Thieves Town, or at least keep going past the front.
The magic powder, I think, makes this a little more viable because you got some anti-fairies you pick up along the way. So Owaza just found item number 2. He's going to take an intentional death here and get a restock on his health. Okay, so Madcap is about halfway through Thieves Town. Waza's got a couple of choices he can make. Thieves is probably the most prudent just because it's there. Might as well do it. We also can do pegs. It looks like that's where he's going. Also purple chest as well.
Yeah, he's a lot of options open to him. He could do desert if he really felt so inclined.
Well, 2 item, potentially full clear. Possible. And just $20. grabs the purple chest, trading that in for something. Now, depending on the logic, he could, I believe, finish Ice Palace right now if it's not hookshot required.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a dicey play, but it is on the table. If he's hunting for crystals exclusively, Ice Palace is viable.
This could be a ped seed if we find the bow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it can't be bow because pod is one of the pendants.
So we got to find a bow, and then whatever is there whatever else we need could be on the pedestal, like hookshot or something.
Yeah, that's a viable option. I'd peg you as a fan of the hammer, Blind says. Well, how'd you know? Ironically, no hammer here. Madcap does have a key, so it looks like I think item number 4 could be hammerlocked. I confess I wasn't paying too close attention to his item count. Kind of mild speculation here. Bomb.
There are some bombs.
About a 35, 25, 1 grab. A pendant grab. Yeah. So, Oase is heading into desert, which could be full clearable if it's not boots locked. But because he has the gloves, he can do most of the dungeon. Grab the key from the back of the dungeon.
As you noted, it is interesting how Ice Palace is in logic. Already have the flippers. Usually you don't find them that quick.
No. Yeah, it's tempting. And Bombos will make short work of phase 1 of Cold Stare. Big key, so nothing going so far. Desert. Okay, picking up the lamp. Slowpoke saying that the map was in the big chest, so Madcap doesn't have to worry. That's good. Okay, hard container on the ledge, so this is a fully clearable dungeon now. Hype cape check now for Madcap. Boy, is he going to be upset.
Yeah. Did we see what was on Desert Ledge?
I believe it was money.
Okay.
So is going to grind this out, is going to come this far. Might as well play for item number 2 at Lamola's and then on to Sarsaparilla.
Absolutely. Hopefully you find a mirror and make that routing very easy.
Yeah. And we're getting our first pyramid check. Oase never got past Hype Cave.
So I'll be interested to see where Madcap goes next.
Yeah. $5 on the pyramid, nothing to get excited about. He's gonna save and quit now. Maybe it's just me. I probably just would have done catfish just cuz.
Hey, there's no other time you're gonna do it, probably. That would have been the time.
I think so. Oaza's underway now with Lamolas. No one cycle there, unfortunately. 3-cycle fight. Looks like Madcap gonna go for ice? Or is he not paid off? He's paid off Zora yet? Or,
He did. I think he's going for ice.
He's going for ice. Well.
As Oase gets a shield from Moldor. Or not Moldor, Lamola.
Oh,
The
like
other worm.
Yeah, like there's a difference. One's just more irritating. So a gutsy move by Madcap. This is the kind of thing I think he really needs.
Fortunately, he is bombo-less, but that will not stop him from finishing the dungeon if he so chooses.
Yeah, half magic evens that up a little bit. But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a slog. With Baby Sword and with Fire Rod. Bombos, yeah, would make it a lot easier.
Gators do not care for little white sticks.
Just 10 bombs from Sarsaparilla. Now, Awaza's got to decide. It looks like he is also going for Ice Palace. Both players have completed 2 dungeons, but they've completed 2 very... they have not... oh, excuse me. Madcap's completed 1 dungeon. They've completed a total of 3, but none of them overlap, which is kind of interesting at the 40-minute mark. Yeah. In terms of routing... in terms of how this is going to go, Oaz is going to have a much easier go of it than Madcap. Typical choice there, taking out the Stealthist Knights, but hey, it worked. Without Canis Samaria, that means they're going to have to do bomb jumps if they want to go a little faster.
Yeah, it looks like we will not be getting the bomb jump from Madcap. Or, sorry, we will.
Yeah, he's setting it up. Time with it. First try, no good.
Yeah.
There we go. Nicely done by Madcap. Awaza slowly catching up. Another room that made so much easier with a hook shot.
Strats that people can do.
Yeah. Nice nice charged swords played by Madcap. So he really needs an early key right about now in this next chest to reduce the odds of this being hook shot required, or eliminate them altogether. It's like you do not want to do this twice.
Absolutely not. This is already probably the least fun dungeon in the game, personal opinion.
Yeah, there's the keys, so that I think takes hook shot out of the equation altogether. Nice. You're talking about those bomb strats. Owaza doing a very nice job there.
I think you're right about the logic. If you find that key, I don't think hookshot is required.
No, you're gonna have to take a damage boost here, but
it's life.
Yeah.
Powder, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Both players reading the tea leaves correctly on this one.
Ooh, that'll help.
I didn't see.
A blue mail.
Oh, oh yes. Okay, yeah. So vanilla in dungeon, though not location. There's a hard container. French vanilla, indeed. Two of the three dungeon items right on top of each other. Madcap opting to ignore this. He wants to get out of here.
Don't blame him. It's got to be cold in there.
We get three items, or did I miss?
I only counted two, but I have to imagine that there was a third I wasn't watching. Like, was there one in the Pengator chest right in the front?
Because it must have been because hard container and blue mail I do distinctly remember.
It says it's all three, so that's good.
Okay, good. So they count better than I do. So
I'm glad they're playing the game.
Yeah, Madcap using Fire Rod, not quite as expedient, but got rid of one of the cold stare clouds. Good idea. Use that. You use that bottle. You got two of them. Baby sword. You do not want to screw around with these guys.
Even with blue mail, they will tear right through it.
Yes, absolutely. Nicely, well done fight by Madcap. Gets his crystal at 45-41. That's his first.
I would imagine getting your first crystal almost 15 minutes into the seed probably doesn't feel the greatest.
Especially when that first crystal is Ice Palace.
That's true that.
Oase with Bombos and Fire Rod gets his second at 46.07. Okay, so sort of begs the question, what now?
Matt's going to Myra. He hasn't been here yet. He'll see the Bombos requirement.
Yeah. So in terms of overworld checks, there's not a lot on the table here. Nobody's checked Catfish. Pod is certainly a viable play. Palace of Darkness. Palace of Darkness is probably the best play in terms of volume. Catfish, Bat, and Pod. Yeah, nobody checked Catfish. Nobody checked the Magic Bat. I'm a little surprised.
I don't think Matt has done the Smith yet, because he doesn't have his Bombos.
Right. So...
Oase hasn't done the front of Escape yet either, so they're a little bit on both sides.
Yeah, luckily for Oase, he's not missing a thing off of that. So he's fine. But Oase played Desert, Madcap played Thieves. Neither really provided any clarity as far as, what is or isn't required. So it's 3 dungeons to 2. Oase's got 2 crystals, Madcap has 1. Y'all have to start wondering, when does somebody say, okay, I can't take it anymore, tell me what's on pedestal?
Pod is now bow locked from the front.
That's a small relief, because figure there's got to be something that's going to give you forward progress in here.
I almost would have rather it be bow locked, because then you'd be like, okay, I have like 2 checks. It's got to be there.
Yeah. It's less long-winded, especially since Pod today is a pendant.
The best early on dungeons to do, Pod and Thieves, pendants in the same seed. That's rough.
Yeah. That it does kind of take some of the energy, the exuberance out. Ooh, was it taking a little up there? So we got 3 checks here, plus 10. There's the hook shot. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got a lot of Dark World to start checking in a couple of minutes. Burrito and a key in the dark room. It is tempting, though, isn't it, to just make a run for it and just go straight after Death Mountain after this, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. But you've come this far.
Yeah.
And you're still missing a lot.
And Madcap's checking all the stuff Awaza didn't. Going up to chest for Vanilla Big Key is the Vanilla Big Key. No, just a small key. Awaza does not have Big Key. No, we're about to find out. Okay, it's bow locked. Big Key is bow locked.
What?
Madcap is actually going for it. He's gonna go for
Glitch it?
Glitch it, yeah.
I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Yeah.
Anyone in the chat isn't familiar with what just happened. If you run down that hallway and use the potion as you go, you somehow unlock the camera and you can scroll these guys off the quote-unquote screen.
Yeah.
The game's like, oh, they must be dead.
That only works in that room. You can't do it in the other one. Okay, I'm about to find the big key. It is. Was about to do the same.
These runners are like right on top of each other. Aside from that Skull Woods play and that early Dark World routing, it's been very close.
Hmm. Yeah, that's been the differentiator right now.
Anyone that may have been just joining us, this is the first game in a round of 3 in the tiebreaker round. So the winner of this tiebreaker series moves on to the bracket stage. The loser is out. And this is just a regular old open seed, 7 to get to Ganon's tower, 7 crystals to get to Ganon's tower, 7 crystals to beat Ganon. Your standard stuff.
Yeah. Waz is going to set up the bomb jump here. Time for this? Just barely. And there's the mirror. Wow. Oh, boy. Talk about going way out of logic there. Man, that just made Swamp clearable.
Seed is wide open now.
Wase is heading back to Death Mountain. Looks like he's gonna go after Tower of Hera, the Eastern Death Mountain, and then probably Tower of Hera. Get crystal number 3 out of the day. By the way.
There's so many checks on Death Mountain right now. It's the place to be.
Between Light and Dark World, that pretty much runs the gamut of everything.
Where's Matt going? He's following suit.
Yep. Well, he's gonna do what he's gonna get the old man first. He hasn't done that yet. So he's about to become literate.
We'll be able to check Ped though, which will be interesting after he does Skull Woods, if it's still worth checking at that point.
Yeah. There's the bow. Boots! Oh. Eastern Death Mountain holding all the aces. Was he's trying to set up a bomb jump here and ends up going straight off the edge there. Madcap is looks like he's heading more towards Tower of Hera. Dead Rock's troll as usual.
How much time do you think Oase will have over Madcap just because of the boots and getting them first by 5 minutes or so?
Oh, not a lot, but some of it is going to help. It's certainly going to help. Oase is going to check Death Turtle Rock, see if he has access. We get a paranoia check for Madcap, and it is 10 arrows.
And Quake is needed for TR.
So we need 3 items for go mode. We need Ice Rod, we need Cane of Samaria, and we need Quake.
We have like the whole seat open to us.
Run's been validated. Oase getting the validation arrow.
Here comes the
Wavy
basement.
coin on pet. Wavy coin on ped. Well, you know, you said it. Hookshot cave time now for Oase. Nothing in Hookshot cave. Check, nothing.
Was it do Spiral Cave while I was watching that?
No, he hasn't done Spiral Cave yet.
Maybe we'll do it on the way out.
I think that's last. Do this first. Go back, finally get the big key. Did not intend on putting mirror portal that close.
Mirror bonking and just getting into your own mirror portal by accident. Some of the most annoying things of all time.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? No thanks to a burrito.
Brothers, I will make certain you get put back in your chests. Don't worry.
Okay. There's the cane of Samaria. There's item number 2. Madcap, I don't think intended to go off the edge there, but here it is. So we're looking. So we have a Ice Rod and Quake endgame now. Need these 2 items to finish to get all 7 crystals.
And the bow. And the sword.
And, well, yeah, the swords as well. Still on baby sword an hour into this.
Nobody puts baby sword in the corner.
Okay, how evil is Trolldorm going to be today? Really evil or just usual evil? Hammer, 3 hits, but Hammer doesn't have a lot of range. Doesn't have a lot of range, so you got to be careful. But no problem. Madcap. Crystal number 2 at 59.24.
It Hammer's range could really, its hitbox, its range. It's a little. You get up close and personal when you want to kill with the hammer. Zelda.
Yeah. So Madcap has 2 crystals and is now effectively tied in terms of that with Oase, but Oase is about to get crystal number 3 from Trolldorm to retake the lead.
Peculiar seed. It slowly trickled items to them, little by little.
Yeah, it has been that kind of seed for them. Yeah, so yeah, we're down to 2. We're down to 2 major items. Finish this Quake and Ice Rods. So it means which one will show up first? Probably Quake.
The bow.
Ice Rod could be anywhere.
They'll need the bow to get through Eastern, and they'll need a sword upgrade for Ganon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, Oaza's got the bow. He doesn't have to worry about that.
Oh, I missed that.
It's in Paradox Cave. Madcap's about to get his bow. Oaza, it looks like he's gonna check. Yes, he's gonna check Spike Cave. Got enough health for it. Okay, he's got to be a little careful here. He's got.
Oh man, it's coming down to the wire. Oh.
Ooh.
How was I check Super Bunny Cave, chat?
Oase checked. I think Oase's checked everything. In dark and light and dark mountains, I think.
I don't know. Did he check Spiral Cave? I missed that.
Yeah, I don't think that's the only thing he didn't check. I think. Oase's with the bow now is gonna just run through Eastern, finish that off. I think we still have an item to be found there, and on top of that, it's a red crystal.
I think it's done. I think that one didn't have like 350 rupees and bits.
You're right. Yeah, 350 rupees. And yeah. Talk. And the Titans bet, yeah. Yeah, confirming that it is Quake Medallion.
Personally, I like the play by Oase. Just kind of like clear out that part of the map, and you don't have to think about it anymore.
Right.
Okay, I know I got everything out of here. Don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, you got 4 crystals in the books. Why not get it done and over with? And Meyer would be the next play, I'd say, after this. Again, just get your crystals out of there. You know.
To do Meyer or Swamp, because Swamp would have more checks, and then maybe you could go mode Meyer.
True. I mean, you got to do both of them. Swamp is, in terms of item volume, better play, but you got to do both.
Yeah, that would, but Swamp is also the one that's quicker to go mode, if you get probably.
Meyer only has 2 items. Swamp has 6.
And stuff you got to think about when you're running this stuff.
Yeah. For me, I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's like, it doesn't really matter to me. You can do either, and I'd be fine with it.
You're an easygoing guy. I'd be like, what did they do? What did they find?
I'm always assuming my opponent's doing better than I am, so I'm always in a mild state of panic. But 104 on the money for Oase getting crystal number 4. So 2 more crystals can be cleared. Swamp and Mire, he's got, and he 100% both of them. See which one he decides to go for. It looks like he's going to go for Swamp. The only thing that right now, the other, as we've mentioned in passing, the other major impediment they have right now is where is their sword upgrade? Slowpoke makes a good point. Bomb is, he can do the red bomb, and it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. Because he has both of the red crystals down with Ice Palace and Eastern. So this could be worth it.
Sometimes you gotta try and listen to what the seed is trying to tell you. And it looks like it's saying, hey, check the red bomb, man.
Trying to sort of damage boost his ways when you use Pegasus boots, but the seed isn't really letting him. So
Here he goes.
Madcap got both of the items already in really he blew it up. Tried to do too much and it ends up burning him very badly.
Oh, literally, because that bomb is pathetic. It didn't burn anything.
Yeah, that's 100 rupees he's never getting back. Luckily, again, this seed is not exactly lack rupees. That's unfortunate. Do it again.
Like that'll close the gap.
Yeah, the little details like that.
I want to know is if Matt's going to check the pet after this.
I wouldn't be surprised, actually, because why not? You're here, ain't you? Madcap having a little trouble with Mothula. He burned up all of his magic.
The bug is being really, I don't know, bossy. He's just not being nice. He's not cooperating.
Finally gets rid of Mothula. He's gonna get his 3rd crystal at 106.53.
What do we got in the pyramid?
All that work, nothing.
Yeah, the legendary hero armament of 20 rupees and 10 arrows.
Yeah, that's a little galling, I think. It looks like we're gonna get a catfish check. We haven't had that yet. We got a check at pedestal, and the answer is just a little piece of love.
Come on, how boring.
Well, actually, it looks like Owase's going to do graveyard.
And
careful, he's down to 1 heart.
Hero's Tomb.
Pet is dead, I'm afraid.
Undead pet.
King's
What's Matt
Tomb.
going?
There's the silvers. That's a nice find. That's gonna make Vitreous and Argus a lot faster. Their second phase, anyways.
Matt is going into swamp.
Yep.
Without lowering the dam.
Hey, why not? Okay. Graveyard Ledge is holding red mail. So, well, neither is required. Both are most certainly welcome. They're going to make the path for Oase a little bit easier. Now we can do, I do catfish myself, but
sounds like some dead guy came in, stole all the cool stuff from the pyramid and then moved it into the graveyard.
Yeah,
Who does that?
that sounds like something a Stalfus would do.
Yeah, those darn Stalfuses.
Yeah, Bumper Cave has got a shield. Oase is actually going to Lumberjack. He didn't do it. Madcap did. Started the raid. Trying to determine what his next step should be. Is it crystals or is it pendant? And it is crystals. Madcap is underway here in Swamp Palace. 6 items on the table here.
It's worth noting that Madcap still hasn't gone back to finish Eastern. So he is still 1 crystal behind.
Yes, 4-3 on the crystal count right now. Bonk Rocks are holding Blue Cane. Oh, okay. Sneeze at, but not what you're looking for. So Madcap can get back into this, but he's got to go and get Bombo's medallion. That opens Misery Mire. Has not deemed yet.
Yeah, that was the Smith train.
Correct.
Mirror will have a much easier time of it.
Yes. Yeah.
If he remembers to do it.
There's the big key, so we don't have to backtrack for that at least. Compass, so not even worth trouble. So what is Catfish holding? Catfish has been nice to me the last couple of go-rounds. But not so nice here, so that's $20 for Oase. Says no thanks. We got plenty.
Looks like he's gonna make the Mire play.
Yeah, and he can check Checkerboard Cave on top of this, so another free item check. Well, not just yet. Do at least open up Mire first. Cap flooding the rooms. Cap having to get a little creative because he didn't have a sword upgrade to make those changing the switches a lot easier. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see who gets validated in their check first. As used Fire Rod by Oase to clear out the Wizrobe room.
That was a pretty clean kill.
Yeah.
Or clean clear the room.
Yeah, that was very nice. Very nicely done. So this is also one of those dungeons. If you get the early big key, you might attempt to just get done with Vitreous and then backtrack.
Matt's turning up nothing over there on West Side Swamp.
Yeah. So far for Oase,
Look at that. That blue cane is getting some usage. Way to go.
yeah, it has its utilities for a while.
Right. Now we're gonna see West Side Mire. Like there's a joke here to be said about West Side Swamp, West Side Mire, and like West Side Story, and about how you're a jet and you're a jet all the way, but nothing's coming up for me.
Yeah, the idea is there. That's all that really matters. Oase's got a little careful. He's got 1 heart. If he wants to die, you better do it after he takes care of this room.
Luckily, it's pretty safe here on out.
Yeah. Nothing in the back chest for Madcap, so all he's going to get for his trouble is a crystal, it looks like. Okay. I stand corrected. See? I jinx him in a good way. So, sword upgrade at long last for Madcap. That's going to make big key for Oase. That's a vanilla big key for that. So, Madcap's got a much easier Argus fight than he did about 30 seconds ago. He would have had to use a hook shot and hammer combo to get through the eyeballs. Now he can just hack away two hits each for the pop shrimps or whatever you want to call them. The Argai.
He will not have nearly as easy of a fight with maybe the second fight of Argus or the Silvers.
True. Yeah, Silvers is gonna make it as easy as can be for Madcap. Oase taking a death. Meyer, I don't think that was intentional either. So, apart from a health refill, he was playing with his back to the wall for most of the dungeon. So, we still got to do a big chest and a couple of checks, but pretty well done. While Madcap trying to get some fire rod going here. Argus.
There it is.
Finishes him off. Gets $20 for it. So they are now dead even on crystals, 4-4, and Madcap can easily do Eastern, but he needs bombos.
To next, champ. Where are we going?
That is a fair question. Got a couple of places to go. Eastern would probably be the easy choice, just because it's there.
And that seems to be what he's doing.
Yeah. Made sense. Not sure what else it could have been. Oase is not quite done yet with Misery Mire.
There's one item left to find and one chest left.
Chad asking, did he check Bombo South Grove? No, he didn't.
Vitcher appears to have the last item.
So, such as it is, now it's with silver arrows, it should be a pretty straightforward fight for Oase. He's got to be a little careful, got to be kind of fairly accurate with the shots, but otherwise it's fine. He's got 23 arrows. He shouldn't have any trouble. Does beg the question, once we've seen everything else at this stage between the two of them, where's Quake? Looks like Quake is leading us to Ice Rod, which is going to be as usual in Turtle Rock somewhere, unless it happens to be one of those few overworld checks we haven't seen yet.
What haven't we seen yet? We haven't seen K45, right?
Correct.
Bad.
Do a fire rod glitch. Glitch didn't get a go. He's gonna waste time with that. We've seen Bat, Helma. We haven't seen Bat, Helma, Sword King, K45, Bombos, Checkerboard. Yeah, I think that's it. Between the two of them, we've seen everything else. So Quake has got to be in one of those five locations.
Meanwhile, I mean,
it's not. We know it's not Ped. Ped is just a heart. no problem in phase 1 for Oase, or phase 2, and he gets his 5th crystal.
There's 20 rupees.
Yeah, so 119.04, 119.07.
Yeah. This is turning into a pretty good race. I mean, I think Oase has more checks done than Madcap. Madcap still has all of the graveyard area. Oase hasn't done the front of escape.
Yeah.
Or swamp.
Yeah, his routing, Oase's routing's been more precise, but some of his overworld checks not really leading to significant forward progress, and that fortunate death in Mire. There's Quake. Okay. Checkerboard holding Quake. So...
Right.
That answers that. Oase's now going straight for Swamp Palace. Madcap.
Straight for the silvers.
Not just... Yeah, the silvers were in King's Tomb.
He won't get the red mail.
Yes, unfortunately he will not, but with 14 hearts, he shouldn't have to worry much. Okay, so... His vitreous fight, provided he gets more arrows, is going to be really straightforward.
Key there is gets more arrows.
Yeah, fine. It's like doing more of the overworld checks before going to Mire. That's right. He can't, never mind. He can't go to Mire anyway. He doesn't have bombos.
Oh, good point.
So looks he's on the right path. He's going to get it in a couple of minutes here. Once he takes care of Smithy. Now, the only thing... Oase is pretty well in control here. The only thing that's going to save Madcap at this point is if Ice Rod is with the purple bat, is with the magic bat. Because if he plays his cards right, he does this on top of everything else he's checking right now.
Oh, absolutely. It's these kind of one-off skips that Oase did that could bite him.
It absolutely could, and that would dramatically swing the race. Alright, so he's happy boy. So he resists the temptation. Jump.
Where are you going, Matt?
He is going to
Here he
check
goes.
Magic Bat. So this, you never want to say like it's going to determine everything, but this could really be it right here. Thing.
If Ice Rod is found not in Turtle Rock, it'll be a big deal.
Yeah. It is the Ice Rod! Oh boy. Madcap is one item away from go mode.
You know where that is?
We know where it is, and it's not that much of a reach for him to find it. Madcap could be in go mode in about 2 minutes. As soon as he's done with this stuff.
Interesting that he's walking it down. Oh, I guess he hasn't checked K45 yet.
He hasn't checked K45. He hasn't done some of that stuff yet, no. So he's about 2 minutes away from maybe less than that, doing all this stuff. Oase's still got to do the whole bit of swamp because of the way things are going for him.
He will not be able to save... I mean, he'll save time over Oase for sure, because Oase took that death and then got kind of confused. But, I mean, the big key was in like the worst possible trust.
Yeah. There's a bottle in, if I take that bottle. Oase said no, thank you. So that's 3 for Madcap. Always nice to have bottles.
His long lost friend Bert the Bee. I haven't seen you forever.
But he checked Stumpy. He did oh, I see. He's doing the shovel check. So he's kind of catching up to some of the stuff Oase did like an hour ago.
All right.
Either he's figured it out or he doesn't care.
Where's he going now? Bombo stab?
Probably.
Oh, the Phantom Trust. I've seen this once before.
Oh.
I don't know how it works, but...
Alright.
Oh, there it is in action.
Madcap is clearing all of the overworld checks he can. He's...
And arrows. You know, when that falls from the sky like that, it kind of just hurts.
Yeah. So, hopefully now he's going to go straight to Meyer from here. He's not. He's going to actually stock up on potions, it looks like. Before making the big, long gauntlet run. But it looks like... Provided Oase's next move, as soon as he leaves Swamp, is to go straight and take care of business with the Magic Bat. He's still got, I think, the overall lead here, but it's dwindling rapidly.
Goes to Turtle Rock. He's in trouble.
Yeah, if he goes to Turtle Rock, Madcap is in the driver's. Madcap is about to hit go mode.
By chat's logic, if you can explain it, it's Warlocks. I feel like most of my life is controlled by Warlocks.
Yeah.
What
does he do?
Does he... What?
Okay, he initial reaction there. Gut reaction.
Oh my god, is this it? I can't believe it.
But 1 hour 26 minutes 54 seconds. He has hit go mode.
What a change.
I tell you. And all because of Magic Bat. You know, it's one of those things like, well, I'm never doing that again. It's like, after this match, win or lose, Oase is like, I am never forgetting Magic Bat again. Oase having a little trouble trying to do doubles with the Drimps, but he's having a hard time kind of getting a run going.
Not the easiest strat in the world.
No. Madcap is underway now in Meyer. This will be crystal number 6 for him. Oase is about to get his 6th crystal.
Pick up some arrows, man.
Yeah, really.
Oh no.
The other operator. There's 5. He's fine on an arrow count now.
Oh, Argus takes an arrow to the side of the head and is down for Oase.
Yeah. So that's 6 for Oase at 128.15. We know the answer. He doesn't, unfortunately. He needs that ice rod. And granted, there are a limited number of places he hasn't already checked on. Although, strangely enough, one of them is the front of the castle.
What else hasn't he checked? There's that.
He hasn't checked. He hasn't been to Thieves Town. He did desert instead. Madcap did thieves.
And then I guess he also has Helmosaur, someone else was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What's his move gonna be?
Project the pedestal.
Oh, he's going.
Oh,
He's
no.
going to. He is going to Death Mountain. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. He hasn't done Spiral Cave, I don't believe either. For whatever that's worth, but
He almost did Spike Cave, but he died at the foot of the chest.
He died at Spike Cave. You're right. He took a death there. It looks like he's not gonna like. Oh, it can't possibly be. Well, yes, it could, but you know, understandably, you don't want to ever assume such a thing. Oase is going to gamble that this is the Turtle Rock is holding the ice rod.
It's just one of those, or Spiral Cave even, yeah.
Spiral Cave first, kind of on the way, but wow. What a dramatic turn of events we have had in this game one of this Group V tiebreaker match. Oase had some excellent routing decisions early and was well in command, but some of the things he skipped have come back to haunt him, most notably, for those of you just joining us, the Magic Bat holding the Ice Rod, which is absolutely required since Turtle Rock is a crystal today.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Madcap has got the big key. He does not need to check anything else. He is in go mode at this stage.
He'll collect $200 as he passes go.
Absolutely. Oase did Spiral Cave. He's on his way to Turtle Rock with the Quake Medallion, which was the other big item we needed to get this seed rolling. Top Life in chat makes a good point. Can Portal save? So yes, this is by no means decided, but Madcap, it's his race to lose at this point. He's in go mode. He has everything he needs, and Oase is making, I think, what would be considered a rather the normal-ish play. You assume just because it's happened so many times that Ice Rod is a Turtle Rock, because Ice Rod can...
Well, it's scary when you've isolated so many small checks, one-offs, like Spike Cave here, Spiral Cave there.
Exactly.
Front of Escape. It's like, which one do I do first?
Yeah, and again, he didn't even do the front of Hyrule Castle, so he left a fair amount on the table here. By and large, he was absolutely right in his choices, but fortunately, it was that one that's really burning him right now.
It takes one.
Yes, gee. Vitreous eyeballs are being a little trolly, but luckily there's only 2 arrows to take care of them. So that's 6 crystals now for Madcap. 132.25, so... Race is on.
Scary too, though, is if he does portal save at a Turtle Rock, he's got to go to Magic Bat before he goes to everything else that he hasn't checked.
Right, and he's got to. He's making that's quite an assumption on his part that it was Magic Bat all along. There are about 3 or 4 other places he could be conceivably thinking of.
Might have more density too.
Yeah.
So although Thieves Town would be good density.
Thieves Town, yeah, with 4 items. Oh, gotta be kidding me.
Cap is making his climb.
Yep. So, as a quick recap on their prior matches, both players kind of had similar stories going into this. Oase beat D-Bags in 3 games. That was swept by Cito 2-0. Madcap also got swept 2-zip by Cito, and defeated D-Bags 2-0 to get. This is how they've ended up where they are at today. So, and as you would expect from a second for the battle for second in this group, it has been quite an entertaining match.
Yeah, the end of this race is not the end of all.
Yeah, Ice Rod
or Matt will be a second game.
Yes, indeed, and that will be shortly after, I imagine, the next day or two. As group play is almost finished overall. After this, we'll be heading on to tiebreakers to determine, I believe, first round buys. We had quite a few undefeated. So, Mimic Cave now for Oase. Hard. No, hard. The one advantage Oase might get through all these extra checks is he might get a sword upgrade out of the deal. I don't know how. It depends where the final small key is in Turtle Rock, but for example, if it's like right up front, how much does Madcap check? How confident is he in his Master Sword strat?
Where was the Master Sword? I don't remember now.
It was in Swamp. The waterfall chest.
Alright.
So, Oase in the dark room now. Switch. Probably stop for a magic upgrade. Magic refill. No, he's going to go straight on. Time to waste.
He's got things to do, maidens to save. You know how it is.
Yeah. Kept not wanting to deal with this stuff with the change on. Okay, there's a compass, the laser first chest in the laser room. Burrito.
Oh, he found a burrito. I see.
Key. So chest number 4. This is it. About to be a very unhappy boy. Just a piece of heart. So we got a health. He got 17. He got to 17 hearts. I suppose that's something, but jeez.
Quite the load.
So yeah, now he's got to be in a bit of mild desperation right now.
Where are the other swords? Are they all in Ganon's tower?
Must be. Helmasaur maybe has one. Oase is going straight to Kakariko. I think he's figured it out, or he's really close to figuring it out. Well, actually, no. He's going. Looks like he's going to go to Thieves Town first.
Can't blame him for that.
Oh boy, this could be fatal. As while completely understandable from his mindset, this is not a. This is going to set him back really far behind.
He'll just do the front check.
Could be.
I doubt it.
Yeah, for his sake, you hope so. I mean, yeah. It loses mirror portal going to Magic Petru. That's a good point. Hadn't thought of that, but yeah, you're right. And yeah, this is, I think it's almost fair to say this is Madcap's race to lose at this point. Unless something horrific happens in the next 2 minutes, it's looking pretty good for Madcap.
Things can always go a little wonky in Ganon's tower, and then if you take Ganon hugs, fall
Sure.
off. There are
Sure.
ways this could change. But I mean, just for that to happen. Oh, why is it? I don't think I ever checked pad.
You're right. Madcap did. Madcap did it. I think right after we finished off Skull Woods about 35 minutes ago. Okay, I'm just gonna use the Cane of Burna here. There's his key. I think he's gonna. Now he's gonna finish this. Like Oase, I think he is looking for the red sword at this. Really, just want that extra insurance.
Can't blame him for that.
No, I totally get that. Trying to get an anti-fairy to health refill here.
Pokey just wanted to give him a hug.
Yeah.
Many Mario references in this dungeon. Turtle is the main boss.
All right,
Pokies.
so we're underway now in with Trinex. This is going to take a little longer because Master Sword.
This is the kind of thing where it's good that he has so many pots to refill his magic.
Yeah, no kidding.
He uses one right now, and that's the wrong rod, dude.
He's getting a little jumpy here with his ice rod. I believe 10 hits with the Master Sword, I believe, and he's having a little trouble with getting any momentum here. Half the room now basically frozen.
Make your life any easier.
Not. Oh boy,
man.
He's got more. He's got another blue, but Oase finishing off line.
Okay.
Phase 2 is out of the way, so Phase 1 is out of the way, so he should be okay from this point on. But yike, that was a grim spectacle.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, like if he died, that would have swung the race, I think, or would have at least made it a lot more even. Okay, more hits. Trinex gotta watch. It's just okay. There it is. So Madcap is now on his way to Ganon's tower after this.
They did give up the portal.
142-24. Oase just found the ice rod.
As you can see in chat, we play a little game when we get to this point. The key for Ganon's tower is somewhere in the first 22 chests. What's it going to be in? Everyone's guessing their numbers.
I'm gonna say 12 today.
12?
12, yes.
Go with something no one else has said. The mighty 6.
6. All right. You heard it all here first, so we are now underway in Ganon's tower. We got blue sword and silvers, so shall see what happens. How long is it going to take? There's the bug catching net. That's 1.
I'll pick that up. That'll fill up some fairies.
Swag it. Okay, so Madcap kind of going a slightly different route than normal. not doing an initial right side check. Straight left. Chest number 2 was a red rupee. 3, nothing. 4 is a bomb. 5 is a key. Now he's going to jump out. He's going to check right side, it looks like. Well, I'll say back in Turtle Rock, he's about 2.5 minutes behind, give or take. Did everything needed in Turtle Rock. 6 and 7 come up empty. Okay, I'm having a little trouble getting. Tried to.
Here he goes.
Oh, hell with this. I'm gonna.
You're almost 2 hours in at this point. I would imagine you get a little shaky.
Do get a little tilted, yeah. Four more checks coming up, so it's 8 to 11. Eight is the. It's 8.
Had an 8.
Got the red sword. And he got a health refill, so chest number 8 is the winner.
Both of our runners will have the tempered sword going up Ganon's tower.
Assuming, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Can't imagine Oase is going to say no to the sword, to the other chest when he finds the big, just a matter of prudence. Nice mimic by Madcap.
Congrats to Gray Corvid on that correct guess for the big key. You must be psychic.
Madcap is running as fast as he can here. It's
Doing the safety room.
Yeah, we got. He did get a fairy off of a fairy earlier, so he's okay as far as that goes. He's probably thinking, I can do this.
This comes off to me as a safety kind of guy.
Yeah, he has played it fairly safe throughout. You know, I think you've also got to, I think, start thinking it's 1 hour 47 minutes into this. No dot dones. I'm just, halfway through the gaunt room. Do I really want to keep doing this?
I hear that.
Like, at a certain point, you start thinking, where's the dot done?
Oase had a really clean Phase 1 Turtle Rock and then a really clean Hammer Kill for Phase 2.
Yeah, now he's going to go for a safe. So, 7 more hearts. So, that's crystal number 7 for Oase at 147.40, so he's 5 minutes back.
He used up at least 2 blue potions, didn't he, on Turtle?
Oh, yes. Madcap is down magic. I think he's got a... Should have 1 left. Better have 1 left. He's in a lot of trouble.
This is usually a good spot to have some magic. Oh, are you kidding me?
Say it's better to be lucky than good. There's some pretty good luck there. Not Arcane strats there. They go for Quake, though. Waze's going for initial right side. He's not going to get a key, though, so he's going to double back. See how long that delays hers him. Decides to go back after doing the initial left side checks.
The longer he spends looking for that big key, the more of a lead Matt gets.
Matt's already got a pretty sizable lead. He's on the 6th floor, and was it just entered GT about a minute ago.
But a death or something, an unfortunate death, and put him at the beginning, that'd be rough stuff.
That's about the only thing that's going to save Oase, fortunately. Everything is really going Cap's way last 30 minutes, so.
Well, that's safety. He's not taking any chances now.
No, I don't blame him. Oase is continuing with the left side. Troll Dorm, 2 charge swings with the red sword, done.
It'll look easy.
Yeah. Not going to check the last chest of the game. He's going to carry on. I have what I need. I can do the rest.
Doesn't your curiosity just overbear you to want to check that chest?
Well, me, yes, but but
I'm being raced.
Okay, so Aga 2 underway for Madcap. Nice double to start it off. Got a good pattern. Ooh, just a little off there. Nothing in, Okay, that's a double. That's 4. 2 to go. He's got another good pattern. Should close it out.
Yes,
it does. Nicely done by Madcap. So, Ganon, red sword and silvers. This shouldn't be a problem for Madcap. He should finish around 155, give or take, if all goes well. Be an easy Armas fight. You were kind of burrito. What kind of burrito would you be? Be a spicy barbacoa burrito. Well, okay, Benny Burrito. What kind of burrito would you be?
I think I would be a bean burrito, a beanie burrito.
Beanie burrito. All right. You heard it here first. Beanie burrito. Phase 2
burrito would
underway.
you be?
I don't know. I'd have to give that some thought. Burrito or something.
Leveraging that blue cane.
Yeah, good.
Things getting some usage.
Good strat there. Getting into phase 3 with 12 hearts. And having some fun with them. Okay, one more, and then it's on to phase 4. Okay, we've got a good setup here. Just gonna wait it out and get the torch glitch. Good idea. Okay, so 4 silvers finishes him off. You get a double there. Madcap 10 to wait. That will do it. Break out the GGs for Madcap TV, who was emerged victorious here in Game 1 of this best-of-3 match.
You can cross the bridge. Can he do it?
He do it. And he did it.
I can't think about it for a second, though.
Finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, 37 seconds. GG to Madcap TV.
Hey, Madcap. as Oase starts his gauntlet climb.
So that was quite a race, I must say. Based on where it started and where it ended, I mean, Oase led for a large chunk of this, and then just one overworld check biting him, and the race just swings dramatically against him. It's quite remarkable.
Oase's got to be careful too. Half a heart left.
All right, so he gets 7 hearts back. Very good. So it looks like we're gonna get Madcap in an interview in a moment here. Just a moment. So was it just 5th floor? Far off. Finishing here. And incidentally, if you haven't already, give our 2 races a follow today. This was quite a race, I must say. A really good race.
I mean, you gotta love these races that come down to the wire.
Yeah,
And like have that twist at the last second.
Yeah, it's like it was one way for about 3/4 of the race, and then it just turned, and boy oh boy, you live for these kinds of moments.
I'm curious to hear what Oasis is gonna do for game 2. What his change will be.
Looking at the SRL chat, it looks like it's gonna be the same thing.
Old.
Well, I myself would probably change, but kind of mix it up a little bit. But you're comfortable with this? Go for it. Was they just about ready now to take on Aghanim? Break 2 hours. It's going to be close. If he has a really clean Aghanim and then a really clean Ganon, he might be able to do it. Ooh, was set up nicely for a double. Unfortunately, could not get it to go.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That was just a single, right?
Yeah, just barely missed the double there.
There it is. Waze starting his Ganon fight. Very clean use of the hook shot. You can tell he's practiced. We are now joined by Madcap. How you doing?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, great. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Fury. So. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, great. Muting the stream now. Yeah. Hello. How are you?
Oh, GG. That was quite a raid.
No, 1 second. I'm not listening. I have to set up this.
It's a good double on Oase side.
Oh yeah, sorry. Now I'm listening to you properly. I have to set up something in this.
Okay.
How are you?
No problem. GG.
Thank you.
Quite a race. Quite a race. Everything. You were actually behind most of it, but then you made one check, didn't, and it swung the race dramatically.
Oh really? Which was it? I was listening to you now on the stream. I was looking forward to watching the race later and above.
The item that ultimately swung it was Ice Rod at Magic Bat.
Oh, really? Ice Rod? Yeah, I thought about going there or going first to the dungeon straight ahead, but yeah, that was lucky.
Well,
sure.
Well, that ultimately helped get you back into it, and you got to go mode about 15 minutes ahead of him as a result. So you were able to post through some of those last crystals a lot faster than.
Yeah, that's great because, I mean, that was a bit my game as I knew that Oates is really an NMG player with a really good record, so I knew that if it came down to execution, I was probably going to lose. So that's what I tried to. I mean, Thieves Town was probably a problem, as no items were there on Schoolwoods either. I mean, I was happy with Palace of Darkness, but that's what I was trying to get as many checks as possible in a straight route.
Right. Well, he actually checked Desert Palace early on, and he didn't get a thing out of that either. So you two kind of broke even on that one.
Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah, the book. Oh, was it the book? Yeah, because the book was in somewhere that I checked later or something.
Yeah, it was the Book of Medora was in Old Man had it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I went first to check Spectacle Record with the Ocarina, and I didn't do Old Man because it wasn't in Logic, and I decided not to do it in Dark.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
right.
That's what he did. Desert. Yeah.
Yeah, he did that pretty early as a result, and because of that, and because of a few of the other checks he did Eastern really early, and was able to knock out a couple of crystals really quick. But
right. Because there was a bowl there, right?
Eastern had Eastern had the Titan's Mitt, and he did some overworld checks and did Hype Cave really early, so he was able to get. He got Fire Rod very quickly, and knocked out Skullwood within the first 30 minutes.
That's right. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it was good. I mean, Palace of Darkness for sure gave me a bit of hope. I was quite behind before that. After, Schoolwoods for nothing, and in the Cane of Samaria Doom, I did really bad for nothing. I mean, at least I knew there weren't any items left in Schoolwoods. That was the only good thing. And Thieves Town, even though there weren't any items, at least it wasn't in a hammer room, you know. I mean, I was really hoping for a pedestal seat after that. That's what I checked, but unfortunately, it turned out pretty nicely. I mean, at least in Palace of Darkness with Hookshot and Mirror. After that, in Mountain with Bow and something else, I believe that was pretty nice.
Right. What was also interesting is Oase got Bombos very quickly because Bombos was with the Smithy, but he didn't check Magic Bat, even though at that point he could have.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of lingering there for a long, long time. And then when you found the Ice Rod there, that was pretty much the moment when you took control. Then he gambled that Turtle Rock would have it because Turtle Rock always have it, and when it didn't, that pretty much put you in the driver's seat at that point.
Oh, that was nice. I didn't think that much of that at the time, to be honest. I mean, it was nice. I because I got something else, I believe, in that checks, but not much else. And I was really looking for the medallions. The medallions was really what was missing for us at that time, I believe.
Right. So, but GG's for you once again, going up 1-0 here on this best of 3. Anything you're gonna do for game 2 to kind of get ready, or just run with it?
I think pretty much the same. To be honest, I was talking with a person we played the previous one with Seto, and we were talking about how in V31 it seems that dungeons are very, very progression heavy. So that's what I'm doing lately in races. To be honest, it's playing out quite well. I mean, and just to finish, I was really happy. I mean, with Ganon's route, I did the route that I'm trying lately of going left first and then right. So make sure you have the key and everything. And I was really happy with the sword for sure. I mean,
it's like
for sure.
Not only did you get the big key, you got the red sword,
magic. And the magic in the middle of Ganon's tower. That was awesome for sure. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, it's like we had commented on it. Then you get the full magic from the Wizrobe. It's like, well, as I said during the race, better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Rando is rando, you know. Anything can happen. Okay, so we're playing tomorrow, same time, I believe. If you don't know, it won't be restream. If no, you can just do a multiple thing. Okay.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and GG's once again.
Okay, thank you so much for the rest stream and then the interview and everything, guys. Really, it's a pleasure. Okay, really makes it a little bit more fun. I will check it out later for sure. Okay.
All right. Thanks very much.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.